Ever pondered about the peculiarities of the idioventricular rhythm and its effect on the heart's functionality? It's not only a mouthful to pronounce, but also a fascinating phenomenon to understand. Idioventricular rhythm, a term that sounds as complex as its function, is a type of heart rhythm. This rhythm originates from the ventricles, the lower chambers of the heart, rather than the sinus node, which is the heart's natural pacemaker. The ventricles take over the role of the pacemaker when the normal conduction pathway is disrupted or too slow. Now, imagine a symphony orchestra where the conductor suddenly falls ill. One of the violinists steps up, takes the baton, and tries to lead the ensemble. That's what happens in the heart during an idioventricular rhythm. The ventricles, acting as a backup conductor, step in to ensure the heart keeps beating and pumping blood around the body. However, the ventricles, much like our hypothetical violinist, are not as skilled at setting the tempo. As a result, the heart rate during an idioventricular rhythm is usually slow, often between 20 and 40 beats per minute. This rhythm is also irregular, which can make the heart less efficient at pumping blood. The idioventricular rhythm can be a sign of a serious problem, such as heart disease or a heart attack. It can cause symptoms like dizziness, fatigue, shortness of breath, or even loss of consciousness. If the heart rate becomes too slow, it can be life-threatening. The diagnosis of idioventricular rhythm involves an electrocardiogram or ECG. In an ECG tracing, the idioventricular rhythm shows a distinctive pattern. The QRS complex, which represents the electrical activity of the ventricles, is wide and bizarre. This is because the electrical impulse travels slowly and erratically through the ventricles. Treatment of idioventricular rhythm depends on the underlying cause and the severity of symptoms. In some cases, it may involve medications to speed up the heart rate or a pacemaker to regulate the heart rhythm. To sum things up, the idioventricular rhythm is a fascinating phenomenon of the heart stepping in to save the day when the natural pacemaker fails. However, like an understudy taking center stage, it's not quite as efficient and can lead to a slower, irregular heart rate. This rhythm is a sign of serious heart problems and requires prompt medical attention. It's a clear reminder of the intricate and delicate balance that keeps our hearts ticking and our bodies alive. Remember, every beat counts, especially when it comes to the idioventricular rhythm.